Drakkant, part 2. This time with Løthur Dave. Get a snack. Dudes and dudettes, thank you for joining me for another shave and scent of the day. Løthur Dave. Along with the splash. Beautiful tea-ness. And we're going to finish with Nishane Wulong cha. Darker tea, brighter tea. And we've got the Phoenix Amber Aerolite. We're going to go synthetic for this one for review number 2 of the Aylsworth Drakkant. Drakkant. Dragon something or other. Let's do this. All right. I did not load the brush beforehand this time. So, get a little water in this baby. And let's get loading up. Super nice brush here. Got really nice backbone. Super soft tips. Very nice brush. Graciously piffed to me by Douglas from PAA. Thank you, my brother. Still appreciating your gift. Thank you so much. Get loaded up nice here. And get ready for part 2 of the Drakkant. So I had said that I would talk about, whoa, that's a lot of soap in there. Yeah, whatever. We got time to lather. I got in there that time. I had said before that I would report back on the efficiency of the razor. And honestly, I was totally BBS up until sometime past noon the next day. So it was more efficient than I thought it was going to be. So, you know, mild and efficient so far, I will agree with. So now today, we're going feather blade. So I got 3 days growth again, you know, a nice amount of growth again. And now I'm going to try it with a feather and see what the efficiency is like versus the smoothest. And then the next one I'll try will be a Vashkad blade. So we'll take, you know, the opposite end of it. We'll see how it does. Oh, yeah, that's loaded thick. I hope you guys got a snack because this is going to take a while. Don't think I'm going to run out of soap this time. Beautiful tea scent here. A little darker type tea scent. And this Wulong cha from Nishane is a much brighter version of a tea scent. It's much more like bright and citrus. Where this is a much darker version. This is not citrus forward. It's going to take a bit to get this hydrated, guys. I got a nice amount of soap on here. Just goes to show how much backbone is in here. I'm even going to spray a little bit into the knot, too. Such a nice scent. I call this a more sophisticated tea scent. A little darker, a little more mysterious. Yeah, it's mysterious. I don't know what all the notes are in it. It's mysterious. Hey, that Spot Bougie water's starting to warm up a little bit. Just going to keep painting this in here. Actually, I'll go ahead and give a scrub to make sure I get to the bottom of it. Hope everyone had a good week. I just finished working 12 out of 13 days straight. It is Friday night for me and I have the weekend off, so I am extremely excited to spend some time hopefully doing nothing. Look at that. Look how that holds that water. Look at that. That is so shiny. So shiny. Like a crab singing from Moana. Sorry about that. Look at that sheen. Holy moly. It looks like glass. Good golly, this stuff is so nice. Please try Løthur. It's so good. Like it would just eat this water up. It's just great. And I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to go with it. Little bitter tea scent in there. Definitely high on the bitter side. Give that about a 1.75 on the tasteometer. It is quite bitter. Does not taste like tea. But it smells good. It don't taste good. It's just inevitable that I'm going to taste the soap. All right. A little more efficient blade this time. Soak it in a little hot water. And we'll give this a try again. Once again, pretty easy to find the cutting angle. It's just a little more upright. Well, I call this upright. You have to turn more up here. I call that upright. I mean, you can see if you put it like you know, somewhat normal, there's like a little cut, but there's more pull than there's cut. And that tells you that you don't have the right angle. As long as you don't have like an old blade or something. Old blade pulling, you know, obviously is different. Certainly getting right through this hair with no problem. Lots of bloops. I think you can probably hear them dropping. Nice. All right, I got a lot of slickness on my fingers. Let me just rub my fingers on the alum block. Get a little grip. Get a little grip. Ooh, bloopy again. All right. Nice first pass. No tugging, no pulling. Nice, comfortable with the grain pass. Or north to south. As my hair in some parts grows in swirls. Still have a ton of soap here. Might add some more water to it. Why not? Plenty of soap in there. All right, let's keep going. This is where the angle is a little different for me. But still works just great. Yeah, honestly, I was surprised at how smooth my skin was still the next morning. Usually when I shave at night, it's still pretty scratchy in the morning, and it was not the next morning. Much to my surprise. Almost as smooth as if I had shaved with the R41 at night. And that's saying something. Like I said, it surprised me. Because it didn't feel like it was shaving that efficiently. I guess because it's so smooth. All right, nice second pass. Only 7 more passes to go. Just 7. It's not that many. So much soap in this knot. Good golly. I think I got about 8 shaves worth. And I'll still never get through the tub. That's still just as shiny as it can be. Blade gap on this razor, I believe, is listed as 0.73. It should be 0.73 millimeters. And I think the blade exposure is just barely positive. And that would explain why I can just barely feel the blade. Not unpleasant at all. I like to feel the blade. I like to know where it is. Also, it tells me when I've got the right angle, when I get just that little bit of feel. I mean, you can go by sound as well, but I just think that little bit of blade feel is nice. Also, on the other side, if you don't like blade feel, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because it's just a touch. If you don't push down, if you don't use any pressure, you barely feel it. I think this razor would be good for a wide range of shavers. Fairly mild feeling, but as you can see, would take off multiple days' growth with no problem. In the last video, I did it with a Gillette Silver Blue, and obviously this one is a feather. And having no trouble with either one. Already feeling quite smooth. Once again, pretty heavy razor. If you like heft, this would be a very good one for you. I'm okay either way. Weight is not a big determinant of whether I like a razor or not. I mean, I had the Game Changer, which I love, with that barbershop handle, which is quite heavy. And then I have Wulong R41, which is actually quite light. And I love them both. Technique should be the same regardless. Just on a heavier razor, you really need to pay attention to the pressure that you're using. telling you, there's so much soap in here that I can use more water every time. Which you know does not bother me a bit. I ain't scared of adding water. I ain't scared of it. Watched a little Tennessee men's basketball tonight in the SEC tournament. Tennessee won tonight, so they will go on to the next round, should be tomorrow. And if they win that, they'll go to the finals on Sunday. They played a pretty good game tonight. All right, I'd say we're good again. All right, south to north. No irritation at all so far. Very comfortable shave, even with a feather. You guys know I like my feather blades. Blade angle is still a little different, but I'm getting it. If you were using this daily, it would be a non-issue in no time. But being it's only my second time to use it, just a little different. That doesn't mean good or bad, just means different. As you can see, it hasn't really bothered me too much, though. I've done just fine with it. A different angle makes it a little tougher right up against the nose, but, I mean, not bad. Also, when you don't have overhang here, you know, the blade starts like, you know, see if I can get it where you can see it. Yeah, you can see it starts a little on the inside, so you have to take that into consideration. So you're really kind of putting the edge of the razor up in your nose in order to get that blade real close. But it does just fine. Just takes a little more work. Just got to get that old head up in there. Very nice. All right, I'll get my trouble places and get rid of some of this hairy water in my sink. There we go. All right, get my trouble areas. I told you I was going 7 more passes. I wasn't playing around. Not really. This will be my last pass here. And it's just to make sure that I get BBS. Really, it comes down to making sure that I get my neck BBS. That's what's most important to me. And now against the grain. Always real sensitive getting this part. Especially during the winter time. Not as bad during the summertime, but pretty bad at this time of year. That's great. Another awesome shave from the Drakkant. Rinse with a little cold water. Good shave. Whew. Boy, this water is cold at this time of year. Right out of the tap. Holy moly. Really close shave. Really nice post shave. Very close. And this is the not alcohol forward splash base, which I still like very much. A little tacky for a few minutes, but really moisturizing. I'm not sure if I like the old splash or the new splash better, honestly. I'll need some more time with the new splash base to decide. This is very nice. I mean, it's super moisturizing. Like I've said, you know, a few times before, it's a little tacky for just a few minutes, but once it soaks in, it's awesome. It's not tasty. If you get it on your lips, you'll want to get it off, because it's not fun to inadvertently lick for the next couple of hours. Good looking razor. Knurling. I don't even call it knurling. I just call it grooves. Awesome. When I think of knurling, I think of like, you know, like this guy where you've got nubs that come up like that, or classic knurling right here. You know, little bitty things that kind of sink into your fingers. But this sinks in very well. Very well. So I like it mucho. I'm going to go ahead and put some balm on. I'll be going to bed right after this, and I'll have some extremely moisturized skin in the morning, and it's my day off, so I'll start out luxurious. Great stuff. Ought to be incredibly moisturized in the morning. And why not go to bed with a nice scent? So I've got Nishane Wulong Cha. Beautiful tea scent. Oh, so bright and beautiful. Oh, you got to get your nose on this, guys. I just got it into my throat. Don't get it there, but get it in this area without inhaling it. It's an extremely nice scent. Thank you guys for joining me again for part 2 of the Drakkant. Part 3 will be coming up on probably Sunday. And I'll be using a Vashkad this time. So I go middle of the road, really efficient blade, and then, you know, a milder blade, and kind of see how all of them do in order to make my final thoughts on it. So thank you for joining me again. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Peace. See you on the next one.